What's up, everybody? Getting into this episode of Y&R. I understand Jill's fears that her son may go to prison for attempted murder, especially attempted murder on her grandson. I understand that, but she was kind of pissing me off a little bit with her little snotty little attitude. Like, she's sitting there talking about that Amanda may have been having trouble getting Billy released because she only handles contracts. First of all, and I'm glad Amanda, corrected her. Like, yeah, she handles, corporate law, but at the same time, she has a background in criminal defense. Like most attorneys, they don't just handle one part of law. They do have backgrounds in different part of law, like family law, criminal, corporate. You know what I mean? They dabble in a lot of different aspects of law. They don't just know one piece of law. Like, she was getting on my nerves with that. Second of all, when you get arrested, Billy was arrested 5 minutes ago. It's not like he was arrested the day before. He was arrested literally the same day. So it's called a process for a reason. He has to get booked. He has to get a mug shot. He has to get fingerprinted. He has to go through a whole process. And then he has to get a bail hearing, which he has not had yet. So how the hell can Amanda get him released that fast when he hasn't been processed through the system yet? He has not been booked. He has not had a bail hearing yet. So it's not that simple to get him released. Like, Jill needs to calm her little neurotic ass down. Like, relax yourself. Like, chill. She's going to get him out when she can get him out. And Jill should be happy that Amanda got him out on bail, because most people who come from money, and attempted murder is a serious charge. And he does come from money, and he does have access to a private jet. Most people who are charged with a serious crime like that, and they got money and access to private jets, they usually get denied bail. He better be happy Michael Baldwin is the DA and, a friend of the Abbotts, and he doesn't even believe that Billy's the shooter. So he better be happy, because most people get denied bail because they're considered a flight risk because they have access to money and jets and all that other stuff. And that's exactly what Jill wanted Lily to do. She wanted Lily to convince Billy to run. And I'm like, that's the worst thing that you can do. Because if most of the people in that town believe that Billy didn't do this, why the hell would he run? I understand the evidence against him is solid, but to me, it's a little too solid. If you ask me, it's wrapped up neatly in a bow for the cops and for the DA to get a conviction. Like, that's a little too neatly wrapped up. Usually that means that it's a frame up. And besides, him running ain't gonna do nothing but make him look bad to a judge and to a bunch of other people in that town. It's gonna make it seem like he is freaking guilty. I understand, like I said, Jill wants to protect her son. I get it, but that's the wrong way to go. Just let this play out and, let them figure something out till they find out who really did this. Because Michael really does not believe that Billy did this. Michael don't believe it. Ray don't believe it. Hell, even Sharon don't believe it. I have a feeling that it could be anybody at this point. And Billy was so damn stupid, because I'm like, why would you lie to your attorney? That's the one thing you should not do. You should be telling your lawyer everything. Because if you don't tell your attorney everything, they're going to walk into that courtroom when it's time to go to trial. They're going to walk in there blind. You know what I mean? And get their ass handed to them by the DA. That's what you don't want to do. You want to have full disclosure with your attorney. That's why they call it attorney-client privilege. It's privileged information. Anything you tell her, she can't tell anybody else. Not if it's going to incriminate said client. She can't do that. So it's in your best interest to tell your attorney everything. So this fool admitted to Amanda, that he left ChanceCom. So he did, in fact, leave the building, because they never had a chance to look at the surveillance footage to prove that he was at the office during the time of the shooting. And the reason he kept stalling was because he really did leave the building during that time. So he admitted to Amanda that he followed Adam once he heard that Chelsea was missing. He followed Adam. So he saw Chelsea walking away and stuff like that. So in my mind, I figure Billy's probably protecting somebody, because if he was there around the time that the shooting happened and he's not the actual shooter, then that means he saw who did it. Chances are he saw who did that. And maybe it's somebody that he know and it's somebody that he's protecting. And it could be anybody. Damn near anybody. It could have been Victoria, because Victoria came in there very confident that Billy was innocent. I mean, very confident. And it could be Sharon, of all people. You never know. Because when Sharon and Ray were talking and stuff like that, and she was adamant that Billy was innocent and stuff like that, and she felt like Billy was being framed, she was looking around nervous. Like, towards the end of the episode, she was looking around kind of nervously and stuff like that. Why are you so nervous? Either you're nervous about the shooting, or you're nervous about the fact that Ray told her that Adam was leaving town with Chelsea. Maybe it's that. I don't know. It could be. I feel like they need to just stop with the whole Sharon Adams situation. I'm just not into it. They just need to stop that. I mean, it was good when it first happened years ago, but now it's just like, yeah, she need to move on. But it's clear as day that Sharon does not really want to marry Ray. I get that vibe from her. I don't really think she wants to marry him. Because every time they start talking about this wedding, she keep making these little funny ass faces. Like she's not really all that enthused about this shit. And I don't think she is. And she need to be honest with him. Maybe she's doing it because she's grateful that he stood by her when she had cancer. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe she's doing it to prove to herself and prove to him that she's over Adam. Who knows? Or, as far as the shooting goes, maybe Chelsea had something to do with it. Because she did walk away from the building, but who says that she left? And with this little brain situation that she having with her little fainting spells and stuff, maybe it's a brain tumor. Maybe she flipped out for a second and, you know, she had a gun. Well, I know she didn't have no gun. But, who knows? I mean, it could be anybody at this damn point. But I gather, I hope I'm wrong, but I just get the feeling that maybe Billy's protecting somebody because he was there at the time of the shooting. So there's a 99% chance he saw who did it. And maybe it's somebody that he does know. It's a big chance. I feel bad for Faith. You know, Faith is just trying to move on with her life and stuff like that, trying to get herself back together. And she just keeps going on social media and group chats and seeing her peers laughing and making jokes about Adam. You know, and about that damn article. Like, I feel bad for her. I really do. I think she needs some good counseling, maybe some time away from the city for a while. But I think she needs something. Because I feel like the more this harassment continues from her peers, the worse it's going to get for her mental stability. Like, I just feel like the drinking and all that she was doing is going to escalate to something more. If this bullying and all that stuff continues. I feel like it's going to get bigger and worse. So hopefully they can get her some type of help. So anyway, Chelsea is very eager to get the hell out of Genoa City. Like, that girl is very eager to go. Adam, on the other hand, is not so eager to go. I don't really think Adam really wants to go. I think he wants to go because he sees how much Chelsea wants this. And he doesn't want to lose her. He doesn't want to fight with her about it. So I think he's only doing it mainly for her. But he's trying to come up with excuses to stay at this point. In the way that she was acting, she was like, just get me out of this town and away from these people. And, you know, like something going on with her. And then she's sitting there making phone calls to Chloe, telling her that she's leaving town, but she's lying to Adam, telling him that the doctor called, telling her that she got low blood pressure or whatever, and that's why she fainted. It's no big deal. They can leave. But yeah, she's sitting there Googling, like, symptoms and stuff. Like, what's the symptoms for, like, fainting and all that stuff, trying to figure out what that could be about. I'm like, why don't you just stay until you get your damn test results back? Until you get the official word of what's wrong with you. Why don't you just stay in town instead of lying and trying to be so damn eager to leave town? Because, like, what is your hurry? What is your rush? Adam, I don't know. Maybe she's worried about something she did, or she's worried about Adam reverting back to old ways again. Because he damn near was trying to kill his family when they were all at Newman. So who knows? You know, maybe she's trying to, you know, get out of that situation. Something is definitely wrong with Chelsea, and they need to figure out exactly what it is that's, like, going on with that girl. Because she's definitely, I think it could be a brain tumor. It could be that. It definitely could be. It's kind of funny to me though. Jill really thought that she was gonna go to the precinct, talk to Paul, and Paul was gonna tell her who this witness is. I'm curious, who is this key witness? Like, who is this witness that was there at the time of the shooting? Who's this person? Because whoever it is, the DA, Michael, Paul, everybody's trying to keep this witness under lock and key, like, so nobody finds out. Like, who is this person? Jill really thought Paul was gonna give her some answers about who this witness is. Paul ain't about to tell you that. Whoever this witness is a key to this case. He's not about to give that information to you or anybody else. Not unless he has to. Amanda is the best bet to getting that information because it pertains to her client. So I believe she can access that information if she wanted. She could easily go to the judge and, you know, force them to give her that info. But pretty much that was the whole episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about this episode. I will see y'all all later. Have a good day. Peace.